Hello everyone, Sarah here, back in Valheim with a tutorial today. I was doing something the other day and I came up with a decoration that I thought I would share. And here it is. Now this looks really, really cool at night, so I'm going to set the daytime real quick for a darker time. Looks very, very cool at night, and the center part here, just the flower, it makes it look like a flower. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first step to doing this is you're going to need to get out your 2-meter beams, and you're going to create a circle. You're going to rotate the beams 1 click and place them down. And we're actually going to take these out once we put a second round of these beams on. So this round here is where we're going to put the center part of the flower here, or the center, that whole thing is going to go in this space right here. So if you are trying to figure out where to place it, where the center is going to be, this is going to be the center where the eggs are going to be, and then these are where the petals are going to be. So that'll help you place it. To me, it looks like a lotus. That's how I've been thinking of it, as a lotus. This is where you can figure out your placement of your lotus. This interior circle here, 1 click, there we go, is going to be in this center ring here. So just going to finish placing these around the outside edge here, and then we're going to take out this center ring because we're going to use this to place our lotus. Oh, and look at that. Place the stone back in. I get a little click happy sometimes, and I miss a piece. And yeah, anyway, so this is the circle for the lotus. You're going to use these wolf heads, and these are what creates that center part and the petals for this flower. And you're snapping them to those beams. They automatically snap down if you're not standing in the way. They automatically snap down onto those beams, to the center of those beams. So you're just going to place one of these against each one of those beams all the way around. And it's one rotation, and then wait for it to sink down off of that beam there. And pretty simple. There is a part of this, I haven't really figured out a cleaner way to do the next part, but I'll show you what I mean, and if you guys can figure out a better way, feel free to tell me how you did it, because I've tried, again, with the hitting the wrong thing. If you figure out a better way to place these, because I've tried a couple of different ways to kind of fudge the pieces in, and none of them really come out quite where I want them to come. So if you guys can figure out a better way, I would be more than happy to listen to your suggestions. And I'm going to switch to my headlamp here. Alright, so this piece here, I'm going to use the snap to the top part, and I'm going to shift and pull this up about halfway across the back of that head there, and we're going to do that all the way around. And this is the part that I really haven't figured out a good way to get this placement. I've tried a lot of different little like tricks to try and see if I could get them to snap where I want, and I can't get them quite where I want with all of the little tricks that I do know. So I'm just replacing these. I rotate it once, go about halfway up the back of the wolf's head there, rotate once and about halfway. So, like I said, if you guys know a better way, I'm all ears, because I have tried several different little snap points, like using, the 1 meter beams and kind of like laying them down and then snapping them to that. I've tried the core wood, and I can't quite get a placement that gets a consistent placement. I've tried just different things, and none of them are quite where I want these to sit, about halfway up the back of these things. So unless I figure out another trick, off the edge there, come on. Unless I figure out a trick at some point in the future, this is kind of how I've been doing it. Oh, I can't really see that one. So about halfway up, and rotate once and about halfway. So that's the way I've been doing it. It doesn't take that long. It's a pretty quick process. But it gives you kind of a little extra, I don't even know what to call that. I don't. Alright, so the next thing we're going to need, and I'm going to zoom in here a bit, we're going to need to place some item stands in the very center. I really wish that they didn't have this yellow. It makes it very difficult to see for me, but you're going to try to get it right in the center. Now, I stack them up at least 3 high. That one's 3 high, 3 or 4. Well, that wasn't even visible. Where in the heavens did that snap to? Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's never done that before. Where are they going? Oh, I didn't switch over. Sorry. I'm like wondering, where in the heavens did that go? Alright, so, make sure I got the right thing this time. Yeah. So, right in the center, like I said, that one over there is 3 high, 3 or 4 at least. I wouldn't do any less than 3, because it sinks that center down a bit. That one is fairly level. I just did 4 to see what that looks like. Then you're going to take these, and you're going to push them right up against kind of this edge that forms for this part right here. Let's see if I can place one here and show you. So right here against this kind of an edge of a circle right here. And then when you're pointing them, you'll see that they highlight. So you want to do every other one. So it'll be 2 rotations, and then you're going to push it kind of up against that little bit of a circle that forms there. And then 2 rotations. And it doesn't really matter which direction, whether or not you have the arrow pointing in, the arrow pointing out. That doesn't really matter, because the way the egg sits on there. But, yeah, just kind of push them up against that line on every other wolf head. So 2 rotations, and then 2 rotations, and then right there, and then 2 rotations, and right there. So it takes 9 dragon heads, and that's what it, if I can get out of the way a little bit here for you, that's what it kind of looks like when it's done. So you're going to take 9 dragon eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn the dragon eggs in. Okay, and I need 9 of them. Alright. Oh, no, don't roll off. Oh, you're going to roll off, aren't you? No! Don't roll off. Alright. Yeah, I'm carrying too much. Alright. So, oh no, I'm in inventory. Oh, okay. So you're gonna put each of the eggs on one of these stands. And they're pretty easy to find. Like, I haven't had any difficulty at all. Like, even once you put the egg down, if you kind of go off to the side, you'll still be able to see it. So I haven't really had any issues with like actually being able to place them on the item stands. They just kind of go off to the side there, and they're pretty easy to find under there. Alright. And put these last 2 on here. So if I come off to the side here, pretty easy. And then the last one's just kind of tucked right under there, but you can still see it. Alright. And there you go. Like I said, I'm calling it a lotus because the center part kind of reminds me of a lotus. With the way that the blue on the dragon is kind of forms like this little spiral, and then you've got the petals. I don't know. To me, it kind of looks like a lotus. But that's it, guys. Just a quick little tutorial for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a good one wherever you are in your day.